So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here.
Peter, if you're looking for a defensive blueprint, then look no further than Alessandro Nesta.
There's nothing he hasn't got, is there?
As complete a stopper as I can remember, he just loves to defend and he's always willing to put his body on the line.
Nedved, played through into space. Serginho. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, well played, well played. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's a good ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. Seedorf. Rijkaard. Nedved. Serginho. Now Pirlo. Hullet. And it's Cannavaro. Passes short and sharp. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic, and he was quick to react.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Serginho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
He has found the way through. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. And it's Hullet. Now he's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. And he's had a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Aimed beyond the defence. That has been cut short. Serginho. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Half an hour played now. Cannavaro. Nesta calmly anticipates. Oh, he's been caught napping! And this is Pirlo. Mateus. Nice control. Hullet, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Cafu. Nedved did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Mateus. Serginho going face-to-face with his great rival. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Now it's Hullet. That has been slung wide. Serginho. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's picked it up out wide. Cross flung in towards the middle.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Pirlo. And it's Pirlo. And it's half-time here. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Hullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's good vision. And he's cut it out. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. Mateus.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Ambitious ball here. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Colomboani, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
Inter couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Driving forward.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Hullet will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rijkaard. Now it's Hullet! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Nedved. And here's Hullet. So much time and space here. And here's Nedved. And this is Hullet. Shapes to shoot! And he's found the net! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Oh, smashing header! It goes to show he is human after all.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Eto'o, oh, well played.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Ribery. Mateus. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Inter Milan leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Inter Milan finding their passes. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Cafu. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. And it's Hullet. Played out to the left flank. Tries to pass it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Now it's Platini. Maldini kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the referee brings it to a close. Inter Milan have done it. The perfect outcome in this most...